It's 12 o'clock, Monday, March 30th. Hello, we're going to spend this hour together. I'm Kay. We're going to spend this hour together flowing a little bit. Today, we're going to work with tapas. Not as in the yummy little Spanish appetizers, but tapas as in the fourth of the niyamas in the Yoga Sutras. And it's a quality of self-discipline, of going at things again and again. There's this quality of a sense of a fire we're going through, to sort of standing in the fire. So we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit. We're gonna get to some burning, but not as in with clenched fists and clenched teeth, but rather as in coming at it from a point of compassion and an open heart. And this is here in Alexandria, Virginia. This is week 3 of the schools being closed. We've all sort of had some friction these past 2 weeks, ruffled our feathers in getting to figure out how to work from home and homeschool our children. And we're slowly seeing things are falling a little bit into place. So join me. I'm going to start in Virasana, which is hero's pose. So we're going to sit back between our legs on our heels here. If you like, I always like to sit like on blocks or on a book or a pillow here. Okay. And take a moment, settle in. Your hands are resting on your thighs. You can close your eyes here. You can keep the eyes open or have a half gaze. And just turning the senses inward. Withdrawing from the noises in our homes and outside, withdrawing from the news. And find your exhale and extend your exhale. Make it a little longer, a little deeper. And fill up on the inhalation, empty out on the exhalation. Filling up. Emptying out. On your next inhalation, maybe pause at the top of your inhale. Just notice how it is sitting in the fullness. Release the breath fully, slowly. And then sit empty for a moment at the bottom of the exhalation. Inhaling, pausing, exhaling, pausing. Flutter the eyes open. We cross the hands on our chest. On the next exhale, we round the spine, tuck the belly and tuck the chin in. And the inhale, reach the arms up, open up. Exhale, draw the belly in. Inhaling, open, exhale, closing in, drawing in, getting that belly activated a little bit. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close in. Inhale, once more, opening up and closing. Inhale, reach up and then stay open here. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, turn to the right. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, turning to the left. Exhaling, back to center. Keep going here. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. 2 more rounds of this. Follow your breath. And pause in the center here. Bring the arms down. I remove my blocks. If you have blocks or books underneath, remove them. And then we're going to tuck the toes under and sit back on our heels here. Toes are tucked under. Reach the arms up. Inhale, palms are facing the ceiling. Exhale, draw the hands back down and around. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drawing them down and around. Reach and draw big circles here with your arms opening, your chest, your collarbones here. Inhale, reach up, and then draw the elbows down to the waist. You can empty the breath out the mouth. Or start a Ujjayi breath if that is in your practice. Getting a little bit of fire, sending that towards the belly area. Reach the arms up, and then we place the hands on the shoulders. Bring the elbows together in front. Inhale, reach them up, circle around, opening up. Keep going here. I have not forgotten about your toes. It's part of the tapas practice. Can we find some softness in the fire that may be working in our toes right now from being tucked under and sitting on them? And then bring the hands together in front. Imagine you're holding a ball. Inhale, draw the ball over to the left and send your gaze to the right. Exhale back to center. And then switch sides. The ball goes to the right, your gaze goes to the left. Exhale, center. Keep going here. One more time, each side. Relax your jaw, find a smile. Your toes are fine. And then hands come down, untuck the toes, and just tap your feet a little bit here on the mat, finding some release here. And from here, set up hands on the shoulders, knees under hips, spread the fingers nice and wide, and then shift the weight into your fingertips a little bit, so you have some claws on the mat. On the inhale, we send the tailbone up, draw the belly, curl the heart out. Exhale, draw the belly in, and then here, press into the tops of the feet, lift the knees off the mat, curl it. Lower back down. Inhale. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, curl out. Exhale, curl in. Now stretching the feet, the toes, the other way. 3 more of this. And 1 more here. And coming down here. Sitting back 1 more time on your heels, but this time keep the toes untucked so the tops of the feet are on the mat. We interlace the hands and the pointer fingers come out. Inhale, rise up onto your shins, reach the arms overhead, slide back bend out of that lengthening. Exhale, lower back down, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach, lengthen, and then out of that lengthen grounding comes your back bend. Exhaling, down curling. Inhale, reach, lengthen, ground down through your shin bones. Exhaling down. 1 more time. Reaching, exhale, grounding down. And again, inhale, reaching here. Exhale, grounding down. Come back onto hands and knees. We tuck the toes under, and then here, press into your hands, press into the toes. On the inhale, lift the knees, hover them above the mat. We only lift them a little bit. Shift the weight forward over your hands. Inhale, shift the weight back, hips to the heels, keep the knees low. Exhale, forward over the hands. Inhaling back to the hips. Exhaling forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Keep breathing here. And back, keep going. Find your pace. Maybe you go slower than I go. Maybe you go a little faster here. A few more times like this. And then draw the hips back to the heels. Lift the hips up a little bit, but keep the knees bent. And then walk the feet out a little wider here. Walk your hands back. Keep your knees bent. And then come onto the fingertips. Bend knees so we have a flat back here. Reaching the crown of the head forward. Reaching the tailbone back. Inhale, you come onto the fingertips. Curl the heart and the gaze out. Exhale, you sink a little bit deeper here. Rounding in. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, we curl in. Lift and curl. Letting our legs do our thing. We're focusing on our spine and on our breath here. And then here, bring the arms out to the side, airplane arms. You can shimmy the weight a little bit from side to side here. And then keeping the legs bent still. Inhale, lifting up a little bit. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting the upper body up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering down. Lifting and lowering. The arms go forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbows to the waist. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, drawing the elbows back. Reaching and drawing back. Reaching and drawing back. Our heart should beat a little bit faster. We should feel a little bit of that tapas fire going on in our legs. We never force. We never compete with ourselves. There's always some softness and some humor in it. Smile at yourself here. Drawing back. Walk the hands forward. And then begin to straighten your legs here. And then bend the left leg, straighten the right. Holding here for a moment, spread the fingers wide. Switch sides here. Walk the feet a little bit closer in your downward facing dog. Walk the hands out a little bit more. And keep pedaling your legs here for a moment. So you inhale, shift your weight forward, coming into the first high plank. Strong in your core. Exhale, sending the hips back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, shifting the weight back. 2 more times like this. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then next time, come forward. Drop the knees to the mat. Keep the core engaged. Keep the belly button slightly tucked in. Shift the weight over the shoulders. Hugging the elbows into your rib cage. Keep the hips lifted, lower chest and chin down to the mat here. Unwave the tailbone, sliding through to Cobra. Staying here, slightly tuck the chin so you can create some length in your neck. Inhaling, exhaling, lower the forehead down. Inhale, come back on hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Doing this again. Inhale, coming forward. Drop the knees. Hips stay lifted. Chest and chin down onto the mat. Inhale, slide forward. Cobra. Draw the hands and the elbows energetically back. Shine the heart forward. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming up. Downward facing dog. One more time. Inhaling, high plank, and then here you can go through full chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, down, cobra, or upward facing dog. Take a moment to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower down onto your knees and sink back into child's pose here. Keep the knees together, reach the arms out forward, forehead to the mat. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth.
Walk the hands over to the right, left hand on top of the right. Sink that left hip back. Walking the hands through center and over to the left. Right hand on top of the left. The right hip grounds down towards the floor. And back to center. Rising up on all fours. Tucking the toes under. Inhale. Rising up all the way here. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat. Stand in a forward fold here. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Hands come to the heart. And then down by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then on the exhale, draw the hands down the midline. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step back into a high plank here. Holding for a moment, shifting the weight forward. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high, but keep the hip close. Keep the hip towards the floor. Don't open the hip up yet. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, knee to the right elbow here. Inhale, reach, and then we step that knee through between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Draw your hips towards each other. Inhale, rise up, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, elbows to the waist. Your right hand comes on your right hip. Inhale, the left arm comes up. And exhale, you bend over that right leg to the right. Inhale, reaching both arms up. On the exhale, the hands come to the inside of your right foot. Lift the left knee. Inhale here. And on the exhale, bend the elbows. Lower down the chin towards the mat. Inhale, lift up a little. Exhale, lower. Bending the elbows back. Keep doing this. Keep pushing through the back heel here. You can always lower the back knee down and do it from here with the back knee lowered. If you have that back knee lifted, just keep doing a few more here. Then bring the arm to the outside, both hands frame the front foot, step back, high plank. You can go through vinyasa here, knees, chest, chin. Or chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift high and exhale. Stepping the foot through, lowering the right knee down. Inhale, rising up, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, elbows to the waist. Left hand on the left hip. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands come to the inside of the left foot. Lift the back knee or keep it on the floor, your choice. Draw the elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push down. Up and down. And down. Keep going a few more. Keep pressing through that back heel here. And check in with your jaw, your clenching teeth. Put a little smile on your face, right? Maybe your body's warming up. Maybe we start sweating. Just take it, embrace it. And always with softness and compassion for your body here. Pressing up, and then the left hand comes to the outside. of the left foot, stepping back to high plank here. Your choice, going through a vinyasa or skipping it, coming to child's pose, coming to downward facing dog, upward dog, exhale, downward facing dog here. Take a moment in child's pose, sink back, knees wide, feet come together, reach the arms out long. Bring the arms around, massaging your feet here a little bit. And coming back up on hands and knees. And we turn the hands around so the fingers are facing towards our knees and the wrists are facing forward. And then here, spread the fingers wide. Shift the weight into your fingertips. Sink the hips back a little bit. Shift your weight back. So your heel of your hand begins to peel off the mat here. Stretching, keeping the arms long. And then bend the elbows so you're peeling off more onto the fingertips here. Yeah, bending, stretching a little bit here. And then coming back, turning them the other way, turning the wrists forward, fingers back, palms facing up here. And then the hands come back down onto the mat. We tuck the toes under. We come back into downward facing dog. From here we take a little bit of a ride on a Ferris wheel. We inhale, shift forward into plank. On the exhale, we lower the knees and hover them over the mat. Shift the hips to the heels, up to downward facing dog. Inhaling plank. Exhale, lowering the knees, hips back, up to downward facing dog. Keep doing this. Find a bit of a circular motion going here. Find your rhythm. Maybe you want to go faster than I go. Maybe you want to go slower. Can we switch direction here? Right? Can we figure out how to go the other way? 2 more rounds here this way. And lower the knees down, sitting back for a moment here. Just squeeze your wrists for a moment, giving them a little bit of a release here. And then once more, we tuck the toes under, sink back, interlace your hands, maybe the opposite interlace, the non-habitual way. Pointer fingers come together. We inhale. We rise up. Exhale, we sit back down, shift the hips to the heels, and then see, can you lift yourself up into Utkatasana, chair pose from here. Come onto your toes, lowering back down. Inhale, rising up. You can stay and just do the up and down motion on the floor. Inhaling, exhaling. If you want to go up to Utkatasana, join me. Standing back up, finding Utkatasana. On toes, you could always stand up here in Utkatasana, sending the heels down. Reaching the arms up and down. If you want to travel all the way down, come onto the toes. Lower down, knees down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down, hips to the heels. Rising up, Utkatasana. Lifting the heels, lowering down. Just follow for a few more rounds wherever you are in this. Always when you come down, raising the heels. Follow your breath. I'm breathing out through my mouth at this point. Inhaling and exhaling. Utkatasana. Heels up. Lowering down. Rising up, staying here. Closing the eyes for a moment. Inhaling. Exhaling, let the arms droop down to the earth. Lifting the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands back down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Come through a vinyasa of your choice. Or stay in downward facing dog. Back up here. Inhale, we lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, rise up. And then on the exhale, the left arm crosses to the outside of that right leg. Right arm comes behind. You can sink a little deeper. Find the fold of the hands. Finding a twist here. Can lift that back knee up, pressing through the heel. And here we find Kapalabhati. Some short and polite exhalations through the nose. Inhale, lift your upper body up, reach the arms out, twisting over that front right leg here. Inhale, come to the center, sinking down in a high crescent lunge. One more inhale and then exhale, just twisting open to the left here. Inhale through the center. Once more, exhale, twisting over the right front leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting open the other way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the hands down here, step back to high plank, skipping vinyasa or going through vinyasa here. Downward facing dog. This time on the inhale, we lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to the right elbow, to the left elbow, sorry. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, we step that left foot through between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Rise up, reach the arms up. The right arm crosses to the outside of the left leg. Left hand comes down, and then you can slide down, finding your prayer twist here. Reach through the crown of the head if you like. Lift up the back knee, press through the heel. And then find Kapalabhati on this side. Short exhalation through the nose. Inhale. Inhale, rise up to high crescent lunge. Exhale, twist over the left, reaching the arms out, strong through the back heel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twisting to the open side, to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist over to the left. Reaching and twisting open here. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach and exhale to the right. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank, skipping vinyasa, going through a vinyasa. Listen to your body, to the wisdom of your body. But try to stay in the fire a little bit with compassion here. Inhale, lift the heels and then swivel them down to the left, leaning the hips towards the left. Inhale, come back up onto the toes. Swivel them to the right, leaning the hips back. Inhale, back up. And toes come down. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step it through between your hands here. Rise up to high crescent lunge one more time. And then from here, inhale, reach
On the exhale, pull the fists into the waist, lifting, reaching that right leg high. Inhale, step back. Exhale, sorry, it's the left leg, reach the left leg high. Inhale, step back. Exhale, reach high. Balance here, I'm a little wobbly in my balance today. Just take this as it comes. Find your grounding, find your soft gaze, your focused gaze here. Follow your breath. One more time. Stepping back. And then here, shift your weight forward. Bring the hands to the mat, or maybe you have them on blocks or on books. And then lift the back leg, the left leg up to the sky. Then bend at the knee. Push the heel towards the ceiling. Bend the standing leg, the right leg, and bring that left knee to the inside of that right knee in front, lowering down. Inhale, straighten the front leg, push the left heel to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to knee, lower down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower down. A few more here. Lift, and lower, and then lift the left leg high. Bend, one more time. Bend the standing leg, and then slide that left leg over to the right, finding a seat here. Your right foot is on the outside of the left thigh. Your right hip is grounding down. You're reaching around with your left arm, and we're finding a twist over to the right, looking over your right shoulder here. Breathing. And then finding that counter twist. Just opening up here to the left side. And from here, we bring the hands around. We come back up, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling into high plank, going through flow here. Exhaling, downward facing dog. This time we inhale, we lift the left leg. Exhale, we step it through between the hands, rising up to a high crescent lunge here. Inhaling, exhaling, fists to the waist, stepping into that front leg, lifting the right leg. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, step back, lengthen that back leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back, sink in a little deeper. Exhale, lift. Stepping back one more time here, exhaling. High crescent lunge here, holding both hands, come to the mat or onto blocks or books. Shift the weight in the front leg, the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Bend at the knee. Push the foot, the heel towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, bend the front leg, bring the knee to knee, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower down, crunch low. Inhale, push. And exhale, lower. Push. And lower. Reaching. I'm definitely sweating here, but I also don't have a fan or an AC on or anything here. Yeah. Check in with your jaw. Are your teeth parted? You have a soft smile on your face here. One more. Lifting up, lowering in and straightening the leg up, bending the knee, bending the standing knee, the left.
And then bring that right foot out, slide it through over to the left. Sitting down, left foot is on the outside of that right thigh. The left hip grounds down. Inhale, we reach that right arm around to the leg. And twisting open to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Sitting tall, creating space in the spine. And coming around for a counter twist. Simply opening up here to the right. I bring the hands around. We come back up the way we came. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Heels heavy, shoulders relaxed from the ears. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhaling, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet one more time. Soften the knees here. Inhale, rise up into Utkatasana. Maybe your knees are together, maybe your knees are apart a little bit. Ground down through your Utkatasana here. And bring the hands to the heart. And bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, finding your twist here in Utkatasana. One more time, your choice can join me in Kapalabhati. Keep grounding through the feet. Inhale, rise up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the elbows to the waist. Hands to prayer. And then the right elbow comes to the outside of the left leg, sinking a little deeper. Kapalabhati. Inhale. Inhale, untwisting, reaching high. And extending the legs up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Close the eyes here for a moment. Bring the hands down alongside your body. And we step to the center of the mat. I just turn around so you can see me a little bit better. And from here, we bring the hands to the heart. We ground down into that left leg. We lift the right leg to a tree pose anywhere. I keep mine low today. And then here in tree, press the right foot into the left leg and the left leg into the right foot to get that engagement in the core and getting the lift through your spine. And then from here, we lift that right leg up, bring the knee into the chest, flexing the foot. Inhaling, exhaling, we extend the leg out, extend the arm out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, extend leg and arm out. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, draw in, and then on the exhale, bring it back to warrior three here. Reaching the leg long, reaching forward. Pushing through the heel. Inhale, draw the knee back in. Exhale, extend to the front. Inhale, back in. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, draw it back in. One more round. Exhale, extend. Inhale in. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, come back up, lifting the knee. Crossing the right ankle onto the left knee. Keep the hands at the heart, that helps me with balancing. And then we lower down, we sink down into that standing leg, that left leg. And here you can maybe bring the fingertips to the ground, sink a little bit deeper here. So inhale, come on the fingertips, curl the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the chin in, round a little more. Inhale, curl open, and exhale, round. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Staying here. And then slowly coming back up again. Oops. Bringing that leg down.
And lowering the arms down by your side, shaking, walking your legs a little bit, shaking them out. Hands to the heart. Now we switch sides, grounding down into the right leg, inhale, reaching the left leg up. And then once more, coming out of that right hip, pressing the right leg into the left foot and the other way around. Finding a focal gaze here, drishti. Find some softness, find a smile here. Yeah, feel your heartbeat against your hands. It's probably a little bit faster now. And inhale, we bring the knee up. We bring the fists to the sides. Exhale, extend everything out. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw in. And then on the exhale, bring it back to warrior three. Balancing here on your right standing leg, flexing the left foot, press the heel back, reach through the crown of the head. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, extend to the front. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, draw in. See, I'm struggling today. Exhale, extend, just you know where you're going. Let me bobble. You follow your flow here. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend. Draw in. Extend out. Inhale, draw the knee back in and then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Hands to prayer. Sink slowly down into that right leg. Fingertips to the earth. Bending that standing leg here. Inhale, curl the heart open and forward. Exhale, sink a little deeper round in. Inhale, curl out and open. Exhale, curl in. Inhaling out and open. Exhale, curling in. Out and open. And curling in. Holding here, sinking a little bit deeper. Parting your teeth. Relaxing the jaw. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Hands to the heart, placing the foot down. Close your eyes here. Bring the hands down alongside. Flutter the eyes open. Step to the top of the mat. One last simple flow, very simple movements here. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to high plank. Coming through a vinyasa or skipping your vinyasa, waiting in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step it through between your hands, spinning the right heel down. Inhale, cartwheeling the arms up, opening out to warrior two here. Grounding down through the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale, find your peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find your extended side angle. Forearm on the knee or fingertips down in the ground. Inhaling, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, turn the palms forward. Find your triangle here. Inhale, lift back up. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down and around. Stepping back, high plank. Lower down into vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it through. Spin the left heel down. Cartwheel the arms up. Warrior two. Inhaling to peaceful. The back leg is strong and straight. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Turn the palms forward. Inhaling to triangle. Holding here. Reaching back up.
Once more sinking into warrior two, cartwheeling the arms around, stepping back, high plank. One last vinyasa. Or maybe you're long done with your vinyasas here. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then here, I just turned around. You can stay where you are. Turn the feet a little wider, toes facing out. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then on the exhale, we slowly sink down into Malasana. Squat. And maybe your squat is lifting your heels. Maybe your squat is sitting on blocks or books. So just find your variation here. Take a moment, sway the hips from side to side here. Hands leaning against the chest, rise up tall here. And inhale, we open the right arm out to the front, the left arm comes up high. Staying here, maybe you find a bind around that right leg here, drawing the left shoulder open to the ceiling. And inhale, come back around. Hands to the heart. And then opening up to the other side, left arm to the front, right arm opens up. Either staying here or finding the bind here. Opening the right shoulder up to the ceiling. Softening, relaxing, smiling. Yeah, we got a fire going. We turn everything into that fire. All the frictions from the past few weeks, all our worries. And we're just sitting in it for a moment. We can have some fun here. And back around. And then carefully sit yourself back down. The feet are wide towards the outside of the mat. We interlace the hands one more time, reaching the pointer fingers come out. And then we just churn and draw some circles here around. To one side, the other side. And you can stay here if you want a little bit more. You can lift the legs up. Do this churning in the Navasana here. Or you can stay on the ground. And we're switching directions. We churn the other way. And again, opportunity to maybe lift the feet off the mat. Keep churning here. One more time here. And then hold, bring the hands to the outside of the shins, right below the knees, and then reach the spine up tall and long here. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, round the spine, straighten the arms, tuck the chin. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, rounding the spine. Sitting tall. And exhale, rounding. Then here we open up the legs wide. You bring that left foot either to the inside of the right thigh, or you can bring it up onto the hip crease here. And then from here we reach with that left arm for the outside of the right leg, reaching long, and then maybe drawing a little closer to the leg. You can bring that right arm around and find a half bind here. Maybe you reach for the left hip crease here. Every inhalation, you grow a little longer through your spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. Every exhalation, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Feeling the ground underneath. And inhale, rise back up. Straighten that left leg out. You can shake the legs out here. And then we switch sides, bringing that right foot in or up into the hip crease.
And reaching with the right arm to the outside of that left foot, bringing the left hand around, finding a bind here. Inhale, reach long, reach forward, and exhale, lower down. Finding your breath here. Maybe you notice your heartbeat slowing down at this point. I took a training with my teacher this weekend, and not a training, I just practiced with her, and she said, you know, why do we practice yoga? We practice yoga exactly for times like this, when things are not normal, when we need to find a new normal within the chaos, and when we need to just keep our ground underneath. This is why we practice yoga. So the practice of going through the fire and sitting in that fire and finding a new orientation here. And inhale, rising back up. And straightening the leg out here, shaking one more time. And then bring the feet to the mat. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips are turned back. And then inhale, lift up, finding a table here. Rotating the shoulders externally, broadening across the chest, holding here. And maybe you can stay here, maybe you want to lift one leg at a time. You can even cross it onto the knee here, swaying the hips a little bit from side to side, just playing here for a moment. And bringing the foot down, lifting the hips up, lifting the other leg, and maybe crossing over one more time, lift the hips a little higher. Just turn them from side to side here. And lifting, sending the head back maybe carefully, careful of your neck here. Exhale, lower down. Hug your knees, bring your forehead to your knees here, sitting here for a moment. And then inhale, we swing the legs back around and we come one more time to Virasana. So we're sitting between our heels here. You can have your hands behind you, reaching the chest up and forward. And maybe you stay here, maybe this is your Virasana. You can come down onto your forearms, finding your way towards Supta Virasana, the reclined heroes, and maybe you lower down all the way. If you're down all the way, you can reach the arms up overhead here. Breathing into these areas of tension. See if you can soften them up a little bit. And wherever you are, slowly carefully begin to make your way up again onto hands and knees, coming up onto your shins, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands down, sit back on your heels and just crouch down low here. Inhaling and exhaling. Standing here for a moment. If the mythology, the Indian or Hindu mythology is something that interests you, when I think of tapas and that fire of discipline and self-discipline, I think of Durga, that fierce warrior goddess with all her tools or her weapons, and those are all the tools of yoga. She brings a fierceness, but she also brings a lot of compassion to the moment. Inhale, rise up. Swing the legs around. And then here, holding on behind your knees to your thighs, and slowly lower yourself down all the way. Lifting the feet up, finding a happy baby here, reaching for the soles of your feet, and then just massaging, rolling over your low back here. Maybe straighten one leg at a time. And then when you're ready, lengthen out, finding your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Take a moment to do whatever you need to do here to really get comfortable. Maybe you place a pillow under your legs or a blanket under your knees. Maybe cover yourself up a little bit. Closing the eyes, adjusting your body for a moment. And then release with every breath, with every exhalation, release a little bit deeper into the ground. Softening from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. Feeling your body getting heavy, sinking in. Follow that wave of your breath, your inhale and your exhale. And try to stay with your breath. Stay in that moment, in that relaxing, releasing, surrendering. Let your breath become a little bit fuller, a little bit longer. Bring movement back in the body, wiggling fingers, toes. And reach the arms up overhead, giving yourself a nice long stretch. Inhaling and sighing it out. Roll over to your favorite side and rest there for a moment before we move out into the day. Tapas, make a change. Feel the heat of resistance, melt away old habits and burn through ruinous conditioning. Offer negative behavior into the fire of tapas and chart your course toward freedom. Inhale, you can keep the eyes closed. Softly, gently rise up, finding a seat on your mat. And as you arrive on your mat, you can join me. Maybe just hum along internally, singing, chanting about Durga, the fierceness and the compassion that we all find right now and find in our practice. Hey Ma Durga. Bring the hands to the heart. Lift them to your third eye center, reminding you of that compassion and discipline in your thoughts, down to the lips, reminding you of compassion and discipline in your words, and back to the heart for compassion and discipline in all of your actions. Thank you so much for joining me to going a little bit through this fire of this practice. I definitely will need a shower after this. Thank you all. Wishing you a lovely Monday and a great week ahead. And remember, if you're in Alexandria, it's spring break in 4.5 days. Yay. Thank you. Wishing you peace, light, and love. Thank you all.